channel. Our today's topic is crop production and its management. First of all, we will learn about crop. What is crop? When plant of same kind are grown and cultivated at one place on a large scale, it is called crop. There are mainly two types of crops, kharif crop and rabi crop. The crops which are grown in rainy season are called kharif crops and rabi crops. The crops that are grown in winter season are called rabi crops. Examples of kharif crops are paddy, maize, soybean, groundnut, cotton, etc. And examples of rabi crops are wheat, gram, pea, mustard, linseed, etc. So this was the definition of crop. Now the basic practices of crop production are, here we will talk about the method of crop production. So first is preparation of soil, sowing, adding manure and fertilizers, irrigation, protecting from weeds, harvesting and storage. We will discuss them one by one. Preparation of soil. Preparation of soil is the first step in cultivating crop for food production. It further has three steps, that are ploughing, leveling and manuring. Ploughing means it is a process of loosening and turning the soil, that is known as ploughing or tilling. It is done with the help of plough, hoe or cultivator attached to bullocks or tractor. Leveling. The ploughed soil is quite loose, so it is liable to be carried away by strong winds or washed away by rainwater. Thus, the ploughed soil is leveled by pressing it with a wooden or an iron leveler so as to prevent soil erosion. Third is manuring. It means adding manure to the soil. Sometimes manure is added to the soil before ploughing. Addition of manure to the soil before ploughing help in proper mixing of manure with soil. Manuring help in better yield. Now sowing. It is the process of scattering or putting seeds into the ground. Before sowing, good quality seeds are selected. Good quality seeds are clean and healthy, free from infection and diseases. There are two methods of sowing seeds, sowing by hand and sowing with a seed drill. Sowing with a seed drill is considered better than sowing with hand because the seeds are in regular rows and it saves time and labor. Now, adding manures and fertilizers. Repeated growth of crop in the same field removes a lot of precious mineral elements, organic matter and other material from the soil. The deficiency of plant nutrients and organic matters in the soil is made up by adding different manure and fertilizers to the soil. Difference between manure and fertilizers is manure. A manure is a natural substance that is obtained by decomposition of animal waste like cow dung, human waste and animal residue. It can be prepared in the fields. A manure provides a lot of organic matter like humus to the soil, and fertilizer, it is a salt or an organic compound. Fertilizers are prepared in factories. A fertilizer does not provide any humus to the soil. Now irrigation. All the crop plants need water for their growth and therefore necessary to supply water to the crop plants in the field periodically. This process of supplying water to crop plants in the field is called irrigation. Irrigation requirements of crop depend upon the nature of the crop, nature of the soil and season. Sources of irrigation are river, canal, well, tube well, dams, ponds and lakes. Traditional methods are moat, rahat, dhekli, chain pump, and modern methods are sprinkler system and drip irrigation. Removing the weeds, also known as weeding. The unwanted plants which grow along with the cultivated crops are called weeds, or we can simply say the waste plants. Process of removing weeds from a crop field is called weeding. The best time for removal of weed is before they produce flower and seed. The various methods of weeding are removal of weeds by pulling them out with hand, removal of weeds by using a towel, destroying the weeds by spraying special chemicals called weedicides. Now harvesting and storage of food grains. Let's discuss about harvesting first. The cutting and gathering of the matured food crop is called harvesting. It is done either by hand using a sickle or by motorized machine called harvester. Storage of food grains. The practice or means of keeping grain until it is sold or used is called storage. The large scale storage of food grain is done in gunny bags and in grain silos. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, remark and subscribe.